Tony. I was mad frustrated watching it, but it was one of those ones that was nip and tuck and maybe just pivoted on that second goal.
I think so. There's moments in games, I was disappointed with the first half performance. I wanted the players to show more bravery, be better on the ball. I thought we gave away possession too often. We didn't retain possession well, and I challenged them at half time. I said that I don't want to go out of cup, being that team that are passive and they're not aggressive with their passing and aggressive with their press. And I challenged them at half time. I thought they came out in the second half and they showed that side of them, that bravery. And I thought we got Hearts exactly where we wanted them. We got the goal back with the real impetus. I thought the crowd were fantastic tonight, almost sucking the ball into that goal. And I just think we had them at that stage. That's exactly where I wanted it and where I envisaged the game being. But then there's moments in the game, I think we've got a couple of breakaways, and one in particular where we should just slip Adewumi in, and that's the game. That's the match winner for me. But these moments, that's, as you say, that's pivotal, and from that, the resultant. I don't think it's a free kick. I've seen it back. I think Kabunga goes down really, really easily, but then the ball goes into an area and it gets a touch off my man in the front space, and I'm right behind it. I see it going in, and you're right. You say it's these moments, but I'm disappointed. But if I see that bravery in my team that I've seen to get us back in the game, and as I say, get Hearts exactly where we wanted them in a cup tie, then that will serve us well for the 9 cup finals that we've got coming up now. But I can't come away from the fact I'm hugely disappointed. I didn't envisage that. I seen nothing but us winning in the cup tonight.
Yeah, because you were really robbing them of possession all over the park in that early part of the second half. And as you say, Caesar's just got that moment to try and slip it in front of the player, but he hits the man. And again, possibly Finn a wee bit weak on the third goal.
Yeah, I think we should do better with that. Yeah, certainly. I don't want to single players it, but I think we should do better. And there's things we need to learn from. And listen, whether it's down to inexperience or, it's our job to make sure that they develop, they improve from those situations. But that was a situation tonight that, as you say, exactly at that stage of the game, we had them where we wanted them. And it's those defining moments, that we fell short on tonight. And that's the annoying part. That's the annoying part. If we'd went out, with the performance in the first half, I would be really angry. But I thought we did enough to get us back into that situation. And as I say, Hearts get them exactly where we want them, but then go and take advantage of that. And unfortunately, it went the other way. And as you say, I think the third goal almost killed it as a contest. But I think even at 2-1, I was expecting us to score the next goal. And I genuinely never seen it going any other way than us winning the night. So I'm hugely disappointed because I want to be involved. I want to be manager of a club that gets to semi-finals and finals. And that was close tonight. That was really close, but it just makes me more hungry to make sure I achieve that.
There was enough in the performance and the hunger and the desire that showed there was bounce back from that 6-0 as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't even refer to that game. I don't. That was just, as I said, an anomaly. And that type of performance tonight, if we're going to lose a game, you lose it in that manner. I never want to lose any games, but I want to lose it being brave. And again, the learning part from it is that when we get ourselves in that situation again, against good teams, Hearts are a good team. You can see that. The disparity in terms of budget and resources and all that and is there for everybody to see, and the inexperience of my team and the amount of injuries you're carrying, but still, I expect my players, when those moments in the future, when those moments present themselves, we need to be on the better side of that.
Tony, you mentioned there are 9 cup finals. Is bravery the key between now and
Absolutely. The bravery of performance. And again, they only need to look at their captain. The bravery. He gets a goal, he gets us back in the game, he's hanging in there, And if we show, not the physical side, I mean the mentality. If we show that bravery, that mentality, going into the last 9 games, then we'll win more games than we lose, and we'll be in a position that, we're fine for the rest of the season. But, I can't take him away from, at the moment, I'm hugely hurting from not getting into that last 4 of the Scottish Cup, because I feel we got ourselves in a position where I should be sitting here and really applauding the players and saying the bravery got us to that stage, but unfortunately never.
How important is Joe just for that running, getting him back in?
Yeah, absolutely. But I've got Scott Fraser sitting there, I've got Antonio Portales sitting there, I've got Clark Robertson sitting there, I've got Jordan McGee I've had to take off at half time. So I don't want to make excuses, but I've just been ravaged by experience in terms of injuries this season. And again, it's when you get to this stages of competitions, that's, maybe players with that experience make the right decisions. And so, as well as Joe, I'm relying on a lot of people to come back. There's been too many injuries this season. I'm relying on a lot of people to come back and really contribute to what now is a 9-game season. And out of those 9 games, we need to win as many as we can.
Is Jordan another injury then?
Yeah, he's Achilles. He's been bothering for quite a while. He's been playing through it. To a character that Jordan is, he just continues. At half time, he says he just couldn't continue. He wasn't able to get into a sprint. So it did affect his performance. I think you've seen that in the first half. I think our ball retention in the first half, as I said, was poor, particularly in that midfield area. But listen, Jordan's a warrior. Jordan will put his cell out there, but he had to come off because of the injury.
Will it be tough to lift the players, do you think, as the manner that got away from them?
I don't think so, because you can't. There's no hiding for it. Our next game's a derby, and you know how important a derby is in the city, and we need to make sure that we dust ourselves down. Of course, again, we need to analyse the game and see what we've done well, but what we can do a lot better, and take it into the next game. And what better a game than getting to a derby? You know, that's for me. That's the best game to get into after this, because that's where you can really show a response to those supporters tonight who I've really got to hope. They were fantastic, absolutely brilliant. As soon as, you know, when I was sitting in the dressing room at the warm-up, all I could hear was Dundee fans. When I came out, all I could hear, and when the way they got behind the team, you know, at that period when we had them at one each, then I need to applaud them for that and hopefully reward them going into the next game.
You changed back to a back three. What was the thinking?
Just I thought it was to get it with the shape that they play in the diamond, you know, it was to get them in wide areas, you know, so our wing backs were going to be pivotal, but we never did in the first half. We never passed the ball well enough to do that. We did in the second half. We got enough switches of play, we got into good areas, we forced corners, throw-ins, because we get into those areas of the pitch, and that's how we get the goal. So that's why, you know, but I just needed the players to be a wee bit braver, and they were in that second half to execute that game plan. So that was the reason for it.
Good luck tonight, Tony. Cheers.